For families of fallen Massachusetts police officers, a new license plate is more than just a piece of metal. It's also a lasting tribute. Governor Maura Healey signing the Blue Star family plate into law just today.
Western Mass News reporter Patrick Fergus spoke with some families of fallen officers in Springfield about why a small symbol can carry big meaning.
It was a long time coming for Doris Beauregard Shkreli and Maura Shkavina, who have fought for a memorial license plate for fallen Massachusetts police officers for decades now.
A long road, but we have the victory.
We are truly grateful for all people involved, our politicians, but our officers who did a lot of hard work, and also our survivors, too.
Doris's husband, Elaine, and Maura's brother, Michael, were Springfield police officers. They were killed in the line of duty together in 1985. Both men are honored at the Springfield Police Memorial, and a park in the 16 Acres neighborhood bears their names. Springfield officers drove Doris and Maura to the state capitol, where they joined other families and law enforcement in Boston for the signing. Nationally, the Blue Star honors families with immediate relatives actively serving in the U.S. Armed Forces, and various other plates have Blue Star designs. The RMV registrar, Colleen Agouve, says the plates would give the public one more way to honor Massachusetts' fallen.
I understand veterans getting it. They're servicemen, but so are the police officers. Their service to their communities.
It's an honor.
State Police Colonel Jeffrey Noble told lawmakers it would be a lasting sign of appreciation for families of more than 400 Massachusetts troopers and officers who've died in the service of the Commonwealth. It keeps the memory of their families' sacrifice in plain view. These plates will be issued to families at no cost and feature the words Blue Star Family. Families can contact their local RMV branch to learn when plates will be available. Reporting in Springfield, Patrick Fergus, Western Mass News.